Okay, so here I am, Lily Bennett, 31 years old, 7 months pregnant, and waddling into my husband's family party in Miami, Florida, like some overstuffed penguin expecting a night of cake and maybe a little pity. Instead, I get the shock of my life. My husband, Kyle, whispering to his mistress in the bathroom, planning to ditch me after our son is born. And the kicker, his whole family knows about it and has been covering for him from the start. Yeah, my life went from boring to soap opera real fast. Let me back up a bit. Kyle and I were high school sweethearts. The kind of cheesy couple you roll your eyes at, married at 25, living in a cute condo in Miami with palm trees out front and a fridge full of leftovers. I work in sales, nothing fancy, just ringing up groceries and chatting with old ladies about their cats. Kyle, he is in insurance, thinks he is some big shot because he wears ties and has an office with a window. We were happy, or so I thought, until this baby bump showed up, and suddenly I am the annoying roommate he wishes would move out. His family, they have hated me since day one. His mom, Diane, a stuck-up charity queen, always calls me the cheap salesgirl who dragged her son down. His sister, Claire, she is worse, smirking at me like I am a walking disaster, constantly dropping hints about how I do not fit their fancy lifestyle. His dad, Tom, he just grunts and says, I am ruining the family bloodline, whatever that means. When I got pregnant high risk after a miscarriage, they turned it up a notch, whispering behind my back, treating me like I am a burden who should know her place. So this party at Diane's swanky Miami house, it is supposed to be some big family bonding thing. Shrimp cocktails, fancy wine. Everyone dressed up like they are on a magazine cover. Diane tells me right when I walk in, Lily, just sit there and do not embarrass us, okay? Her voice all syrupy and fake. Claire snickers. Tom looks away. And I am thinking, great, another night of being the punching bag. I am sipping water because you know pregnant, and I need the bathroom because this kid is tap dancing on my bladder. That is when I hear it, Kyle, in there on the phone. His voice low, but clear enough through the door. He says, wait until she pops out the kid, then we divorce. I will get custody. She is too weak to handle it anyway. My heart stops. I lean closer and hear this woman, Sarah, giggling, saying, yeah, just keep her calm. We do not want her stressing out the baby before we take it. Then, the real gut punch. Diane walks by, smirks at me coming out of the bathroom, like she knows exactly what I just heard. Claire winks at Tom, and they all share this little laugh like it is some family joke I am not in on. They all know Kyle has been cheating with Sarah. They have been hiding it from me, probably laughing about it over their stupid wine for months. I am standing there, belly out to hear, feeling like the floor just dropped out from under me. I think stress, try living with your whole damn family stabbing you in the back every day while I am growing your kid. I want to scream, barge in there and slap that phone out of his hand, but I freeze. This pregnancy, it is high risk. I have lost a baby before, and Noah, he is all I have got left to fight for. So I swallow it down, waddle back to my seat with my water, and sit there like nothing happened, while they all smirk at me like I am the idiot who does not get it. Inside, I am boiling. My hands are shaking around my glass, and I am thinking, how could I be so blind? Kyle, he has been distant, sure, coming home late with lame excuses about work, but I figured it was just him being him. You know, the guy who forgets to take out the trash half the time. Now I see it. He has been playing me, and his whole family has been in on it, covering his tracks, keeping me in the dark so he can run off with Sarah and steal my son. I am the pregnant fool who thought she had a husband who loved her. Turns out I am just the punchline they have all been waiting to ditch. They think they have got me figured out, that I will just sit here and take it like the weak little nobody they see me as. But as I sit there, rubbing my belly, feeling Noah kick, I know one thing for sure: I am not going down without a fight. They want to play dirty, fine. I will play dirtier, and they have no idea what is coming. So there I am, Lily Bennett, 7 months pregnant, sitting at this fancy Miami party with my husband Kyle and his whole family smirking at me like I am some clueless joke after I just overheard him plotting with his mistress Sarah to ditch me and take my baby. They all know about it: Diane, his mom, Claire, his sister, Tom, his dad. They have been covering for him, laughing behind my back while I waddle around growing their grandson. I do not cry, though. I mean, I want to. My eyes are burning, but I suck it up. Because Noah, my little kicker, in here, he is high risk, and I am not about to let these jerks mess him up. Instead, I get nosy, real nosy. I am done being the pregnant fool. They think I am. I am going to dig up every dirty little secret they are hiding and make them choke on it. That night after the party, I wait until Kyle is asleep, snoring like he does not have a care in the world, probably dreaming about Sarah and their perfect little escape. I grab my phone, sneak into the bathroom, and play back the recording I made when he was on that call. It is shaky because my hands were trembling, but it is clear enough. Kyle saying, "Wait until she has the kid. We will get custody. She is too weak." Sarah giggling back, "Keep her calm. We do not want her stressing out the baby." I listened to it 3 times, sitting on the cold tile, feeling my blood boil each time, because it is not just him. It is all of them in on it, keeping me in the dark. Next day, I decide to play detective. I mean, I am 7 months pregnant. My ankles are swollen. I look like a beached whale, but I am not letting that stop me. Kyle heads to work. Or so he says, probably off to meet Sarah. And I follow him. I borrow my friend Erica's beat-up old Honda because he would spot our car a mile away. I park a block from his office, wait until he comes out, then tail him to this shady hotel on the edge of town. There he is, with Sarah, all over each other, in the parking lot, kissing, like I am already gone, like I do not even exist anymore. I snap pictures from the car, my hands shaking so bad I almost drop the phone, but I get them clear shots of their smug faces. That night, I am back at it. Kyle is out late again, probably with her, and I get into his laptop. He is such an idiot. Password is still Lily23, like he thinks I am too dumb to guess it. I find everything emails to Sarah about moving money from his insurance job to some account she controls plans to hire a lawyer to prove I am unfit once Noah is born. Then the real kicker emails from Diane to Claire saying, "Keep that girl in the dark. Let Kyle handle his little side piece." And one from Tom to Kyle, "Good job, son. Keep it quiet until we are ready." They are all in it together. Diane orchestrating Claire, giggling along. Tom giving his blessing, like I am some problem they need to erase. I sit there staring at the screen, my belly tight with Noah kicking, and I am thinking, you all really thought you could play me like this? I am not just mad anymore. I am furious, but I am smart too. I know I cannot just storm in yelling. Not with this pregnancy, not with everything at stake. So I call Erica, my one cool friend who works at Channel 6 as a reporter. I say, "Erica, I caught Kyle cheating, and his whole family is covering it up. They want to take my kid. I need to burn them down." She is quiet for a second, then says, "Lily, this is big. Give me everything you have. We will make it huge." I send her the recording, the photos, the emails, everything I have dug up over those few days. She says, we need to time it, right? Hit them where it hurts most. And I am like, oh, I have got the perfect place. Trust me, we start planning something massive, not just some little fight. I want the world to see what they have done to me, what they have been hiding all this time. I am sitting there on my couch, belly out to hear, plotting like some pregnant mastermind. And I cannot help but laugh a little. 7 months along, and I am out here playing detective. Like I am in some spy movie. Who knew these prenatal vitamins doubled as badass fuel, right? I mean, I look ridiculous sneaking around with this bump. But it feels good, real good to finally be the one in control. They think I am weak. They think I am just gonna sit here and take it while they laugh and scheme behind my back. But I have got proof now, hard, cold evidence that they cannot wiggle out of. And I am about to turn their little family cover up into their worst nightmare. Kyle, Diane, Claire, Tom, they have no idea what is coming. They think they have got me pinned down, but I am the one holding the hammer now, and I am ready to swing. So here I am, Lily Bennett, 7 months pregnant with a belly full of Noah and a phone full of evidence that my husband Kyle has been cheating with Sarah, while his whole family, Diane, Claire, and Tom, have been covering it up like it is some twisted family secret. I have got recordings, photos, emails, everything showing they plan to ditch me after the baby is born and take him away from me like I am some disposable nobody. I am done playing the victim. I am ready to make them pay. And not just a little slap on the wrist. I want the whole world to see what they have done. My friend Erica, the Channel 6 reporter, she has all my proof, and we are cooking up something big. We decide the perfect time to drop it is at the baby shower. Diane is throwing for me in their fancy Miami house. All their rich friends, all their fake smiles, ready to toast the happy family. Erica says, Lily, we will go live on air. Make it a scandal they cannot run from. And I am like, oh, yeah. Let us burn it all down. The day comes, I waddle into Diane's place looking like a pregnant balloon in a floral dress they all insisted I wear because God forbid I embarrass them in my stretchy pants. Diane is all smiles, hugging me in front of everyone saying, Lily, we are so proud to welcome our grandson. Her voice dripping with that fake sweetness she has mastered. Claire is passing out champagne, smirking at me like she knows something I do not. And Tom, he just nods like he is too good to talk to me, all of them playing their parts. Like I am still clueless. The room is full of their snobby friends. Pastel balloons everywhere, a big banner that says, Welcome, baby Noah. Like, they actually care. I am sitting there sipping juice, feeling Noah kick, thinking you all have no idea what is about to hit you. Around noon, the TV is on in the background, some boring news loop. And then it happens. Erica's story breaks. The screen cuts to her voice, and there is Kyle, loud and clear from my recording, saying, Wait until she has the kid, we will divorce and get custody. She is too weak to fight. The room goes dead quiet. Diane chokes on her mimosa. Her glass shaking, Claire yells, That is a lie. Turn it off. But no one moves. Then the photos flash up. Kyle and Sarah kissing outside that hotel, followed by the emails. Diane to Claire. Keep that girl in the dark. Tom to Kyle. Good job. Son, keep it quiet until we are ready. The guests gasp. Some pull out their phones to record, others just stare at me like I'm about to explode. Kyle, he bolts for the door, but the cameras outside catch him. Erica had a crew waiting. He is yelling. It is all fake. but his face says everything. East Cheng as Diane tries to take over steps up, saying this is a misunderstanding. Lily has been emotional. You know how pregnancy is. But the TV cuts to me Liv from earlier that morning. I had gone to the station, told Erica everything, and there I am on screen, 7 months pregnant, saying, Kyle cheated on me with Sarah. His whole family knew they covered it up. They wanted to take my son from me. They put us both at risk. I say, it calm but firm, and the room just erupts. Whispers turn to shouts. People yelling at Diane and Claire, asking, how could you do this? I feel a sharp pain, my fake contractions kicking in from the stress. And I am thinking, great, perfect timing, right? Erica had planned for this too. An ambulance pulls up, takes me to the hospital, and they film it all. Me getting wheeled out, saying to the camera, he risked my baby for her, they all did. Twitter goes insane, hashtags like justice for Lily, trending people posting the footage, calling Kyle a monster, Diane a hypocrite, Claire and Tom accomplices. I am in the ER hooked up to monitors. Noah is fine, just Braxton Hicks, but I am live again from the bed, telling the world they thought I was weak, but I am not letting them win. By night, the FBI is involved. Turns out Kyle has been funneling insurance money to Sarah for months. Diane knew Claire helped hide it. Tom signed off on it all. Fraud on top of cheating. Kyle gets fired that afternoon. His company puts out a statement saying, we do not condone this behavior. Effective immediately. Sarah, she dumps him fast, posts some nonsense about being misled, but no one buys it. Diane's precious charity gets trashed. Online donors pull out her fancy. Friends stop answering her calls. Claire tries to play victim on social media but gets roasted. Tom just disappears, probably hiding in shame. I am lying there in my hospital bed eating Jell-O, watching the news replay it all, thinking, well, not bad for a pregnant nobody, huh? They thought they could keep me in the dark. Thought they could laugh at me while they covered for Kyle and his little affair. But I turned their dirty secret into their public nightmare. The best part, I did not even have to scream or fight. I just let the truth do it for me. And now they are all scrambling, trying to save face, while I am here knowing I have already won. They wanted to bury me, take my son, and walk away, clean. But I flipped it on them, and the whole country saw it happen. So here I am, Lily Bennett, 7 months pregnant, when I turned my husband Kyle and his whole cheating covering family into a viral train wreck at that baby shower. And now I am lying in a hospital bed, watching their world fall apart while I hold all the cards. That day in the ER, with the cameras rolling, it was just the start. Because what came next was better than I could have dreamed. After I went live, telling the world how Kyle cheated with Sarah, how Diane, Claire, and Tom knew and hid it all, the story blew up. Bigger than Miami's summer heat. Noah, my little fighter, he stayed put through the fake contractions, just kicking away, letting me know he was okay. A week later, he decided it was time. 8 pounds of pure perfection. Born healthy and screaming. Like he knew he had just dodged a bullet with his dad's family. I named him Noah because it felt like we had survived a flood of their garbage and come out clean on the other side. The fallout for Kyle and his crew, it was fast and brutal. The FBI dug into those insurance emails I gave. Erica found out Kyle had been siphoning cash from his job to Sarah for months. Diane had pushed him to do it. Claire had moved some of the money. And Tom, he had signed off on fake documents to keep it quiet. They all got hit with fraud charges on top of the public shame. Kyle, he was hauled out of his office in handcuffs 2 days after Noah was born. His company fired him before the cops even got there, saying we stand for integrity, not this mess. Sarah, she bolted, left him a voicemail saying she was done with his drama and good luck, which I heard about from a mutual friend who could not stop laughing. Diane, her precious charity empire crumbled. Donors pulled out faster than you can say fraud. Her fancy galas got canceled, and her rich friends stopped inviting her anywhere. Claire, she tried posting some sob story online about being misunderstood, but the internet tore her apart, calling her a liar and worse. Tom, he just vanished, probably hiding in some golf club basement, too embarrassed to show his face. I got custody of Noah. No contest. Kyle tried to fight it from jail, but the judge laughed him out of court, said a man who risks his pregnant wife and scams his job does not get a say. Miami stepped up too. People I barely knew. Started a fundraiser, brought me diapers, formula, clothes, even a crib for Noah. I went back to my sales job a few months later, walking in with my head high, no more waddling, just me and my boy against the world. The best part, though, was the Bennett Act, a new law in Florida, making it a crime to endanger a pregnant woman through stuff like fraud or abandonment, all because my story got lawmakers talking. Who is the weak one now, huh? Kyle, Diane, Claire, Tom. All of them thought I was some pushover. They could kick around. But I showed them I am tougher than they will ever be. I started getting calls to speak at women's groups, telling my story to rooms full of people who clapped like I was some hero. I am no hero, just a mom who was not about to let her kid grow up with a dad and a family who thought betrayal was a game. Kyle, he is in prison now, serving 5 years for the fraud. Diane got 3, Claire and Tom got probation, but no one talks to them anymore. Their perfect little Miami life is dust. I am living mine better than ever sales by day, speaking gigs when I feel like it. Noah giggling in his high chair while I cook dinner. I look back at that pregnant mess. I was the one they all laughed at behind my back covering for Kyle while I grew their grandson. And I cannot help but chuckle. From the waddling wreck they hated to the woman who took them all down. I guess this belly was not just carrying Noah, it was carrying some serious badass energy too. They wanted me gone. Wanted to erase me and take my son. But I turned it around, made them the ones running for cover. I learned something big. Through all this being pregnant, it does not make you weak. It gives you a reason to fight harder than ever. I fought for Noah, for me, for every woman who has been stabbed in the back by people she trusted. I did not just survive their crap. I came out stronger, built a life they can only dream of now. They thought they could bury me, thought they could keep their dirty secret and walk away clean, but I dug myself out and left them in the hole instead. Noah, he will grow up knowing his mom did not just take it. He will know. I stood up, kicked the trash out, and made something real, something good out of the ashes they left behind. So that is my story. I am Lily Bennett, and at 7 months pregnant, I caught my husband Kyle cheating with Sarah, turned it into a viral smackdown, and watched him and his whole family, Diane, Claire, and Tom, crash and burn for covering it up. I went from being the clueless, pregnant wife they all laughed at behind my back to the woman who flipped their world upside down without even breaking a sweat. It started at that Miami family party where I overheard Kyle plotting to ditch me after Noah was born. His family smirking like it was some big joke they were all in on. I dug up the dirt recordings, photos, emails showing they planned to take my son and leave me in the dust. Then I dropped it all at the baby shower. Diane went live on Channel 6 and let the world see what a bunch of snakes they really were. Kyle got caught red-handed. Sarah bailed. Diane's charity empire crumbled. Claire and Tom ran for cover, and the FBI hauled them off for fraud because, yeah, they were dumb enough to mix cheating with stealing too. Noah, my little man, came into this world 8 pounds of perfection, and I won custody without even blinking, while Kyle sat in a cell whining about his ruined life. Miami rallied around me, people brought diapers, clothes, even a crib for us. And now there is the Bennett Act in Florida, making sure no pregnant woman gets screwed over, like I almost did. Kyle, he is serving 5 years. Diane got 3. Claire and Tom are outcasts, with no friends, left their perfect little family facade gone like a bad dream. Me? I am back selling groceries, speaking at women's groups, when I feel like it raising Noah to know his mom is a fighter, not a doormat. I look back at that pregnant mess. I was the one they all hated and hid stuff from, and I cannot help but laugh a little. I mean, I was the waddling punchline they thought they could bury, but I came out swinging, turned their dirty secret into their public funeral, and built something way better than they ever had. This whole thing taught me something huge. Being pregnant does not make you weak. It makes you a damn warrior. I was not just fighting for me. I was fighting for Noah. For every woman who has been stabbed in the back by people she trusted. And I won bigger than they could have imagined. They thought they could keep me in the dark, thought they could play me while they covered for Kyle and his affair, but I lit them up and left them with nothing. Now I am living my truth, sales by day, mom by night, Noah, giggling in his crib while I sip coffee on my porch, watching the sunset. Kyle, Diane, Claire, Tom. They are footnotes in my story, now losers who tried to break me and ended up breaking themselves instead. I ditched the toxic, built a life that is mine and Noah's, and it feels good, real good. Like I finally found the strength I did not know I had. So here is my big takeaway. Do not let anyone make you feel small pregnant. Or not, you have got power in you, and you can use it to kick the trash out of your life. I did it turn their betrayal into my victory, and I am proof you can come out on top, no matter what they throw at you. All right, I want to hear from you guys. Have you ever fought back while pregnant? Caught someone cheating and made them regret it? Spill your tea in the comments. I am hooked on your stories, and I read every single one. If you cheered me on through this wild ride, hit that like button. It means everything to me. And if you want more drama like this, subscribe to the channel. We are just getting started here. Thanks for sticking with me. You are the real champs out there keeping me going through all this craziness. Next time I am diving into another mess. My old boss stole my raise, and I stole his whole damn job. Trust me, you will not want to miss that one. Stay tough, stay real, and I will catch you in the next video.